Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Diana Lacole, and I am back with another podcast episode. Yes, and tonight, we're talking about not being so hard on yourself and trusting God on this journey. So, as y'all know, when I get to speaking, I'm definitely speaking to myself. Also, I am no better than anyone. I am still learning. I am still growing. I am still evolving, healing, and everything else that comes with finding your purpose and walking into your gift, and everything that God has aligned for you. Now, sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves because we feel like we have made mistake after mistake, or we have put up with, things back to back, and we're always taking losses, and we're always finding ourselves back in a depressed state. I want to be clear about something. There's no such thing as a loss in life. Everything is a lesson. You cannot, for instance, if we're taking a math test, if you haven't studied and you've never seen these math problems before, chances are you're not going to do so good in them. But if you take the time, you actually study and you learn, then you'll do better. So what I mean is, there is no need to be extra hard on yourself when things in your life doesn't go how you thought it would, or you feel like you have taken a loss in something. No. Now you learn from that. You learn from that situation and you take it to grow and move forward and be a better you. So stop being so hard on yourself. Stop thinking you have to beat yourself up because things did not go how you planned on things going. Everything happens for a reason. And it's important for us to take the lessons in life and not look at them as losses. And it's easier said than done because we're so hard on ourselves at times for absolutely no reason. But it's just the way that we think, it's the mind. And that's why I tell everyone, including myself, multiple times a day, is be stronger. Like, beat your mind out of everything. Because if you let your mind run you, you will doubt yourself. You will be hard on yourself. You will over criticize yourself. You will look at yourself less than what you are. The mind is very, very powerful, and it's important for us to take that power back from our own mental and make sure that we understand everything in my life is with purpose. Everything that I'm doing is with purpose. So there's no need for me to be hard on myself because I didn't know. People, I didn't, talk to people, and our biggest thing in conversations is, I should have known better, or next time, or I'm done loving, I'm done this, I'm done that. And it's like, have you ever really loved before? Would you call that love, or would you call that lust? Or would you call that you just simply being you? It's a lot of us out here with big hearts, and we tend to allow things that happen in our life to alter who we are, or how we feel about ourselves. And the truth is, we have to stop being so hard on ourselves. The world is hard enough. Okay, the world comes up against us enough. You have to stand in your power and trust God on this journey. But not only trusting God, you have to trust yourself. And then when I say trust yourself, let me correct myself with that. Because I wouldn't say trust yourself. I would say pray over every situation that you're dealing with, and pray through the process and ask God to give you the clarity. Because there are times where we think that we're beating our mind out of something, and the whole time we're losing. Okay, you have to seek understanding. You have to seek love. You have to seek peace. You have to seek those things. And the devil is so quick. He will step in a heartbeat. So it is important to sometimes not even trust yourself, but seek God. So trust God throughout the whole journey and pray over yourself. And then once you get confirmation, trust that confirmation. Yes, that is what it's about. Trusting the confirmation that God gives us, because he speaks to everyone. He sends us signs, and God instilled in us intuition. God gave us discernment. God gave us all types of things to understand when it is him speaking and when he is not. So I tell you, don't be so hard on yourself, because life is a lesson. We are learning. We are growing. We are becoming better people. So it is important to remember to go easy on the heavy thinking and the self-doubt and the self-sabotage. Like, I'm speaking to myself with that one. I find myself questioning my purpose a lot. Well, not now, but before, I would question myself a lot, because I'm like, well, I went through all of this. Even though I made it, I would still say, well, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do next. Sometimes our mess, our storms that we have already encountered and overcome, that becomes our mission, is to help other people through it. Because we know just how hard it is to get out of a situation. So to be able to be a ladder, to be a step for someone else, to let them know, hey, I'm right here with you. I understand what you're feeling. I understand what you're going through. But I'm here to tell you that with God, that with prayer, that with faith, that with understanding and compassion upon your own self, you can make it and overcome anything. We have to always remember to encourage not only ourselves, but encourage others. I really stand on showing love and being of love and being of light, because I get how hard it is out here. I get how hard it can be. And I'm not one to dwell on, the hard times, because I overcame them, and I'm still overcoming. So it's like God has kept me thus far. So I can't do anything but give him the glory, but give him the praise, and encourage others to know you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You don't have to take rejection personal. Take nothing personal, okay? Get your emotions out of your purpose, okay? Get your emotions out of it, because your emotions is stemmed by your mind, the way that we feel about things. Once we're in our emotions, we can't really see the whole picture. You have to take yourself outside of the box when it comes to, how you judge yourself, how you see yourself, how you look at yourself, and how you see others, and how you judge others. First off, you shouldn't be judging others, but you shouldn't even be judging yourself, honestly. But the truth is, mentally, we do it. So I encourage you to take yourself out the box, slow down, breathe. Don't look at the things that we consider I quote losses, but look at the things that we learn from it. Pull the lessons. And once you start pulling lessons out of every, test that you go through, then you start to take your power back. Then you begin to understand that what you have went through, everything was with purpose. Everything was with purpose. And then we start to walk into our lessons and our tests with grace. When you learn to stop being so hard on yourself, and you start to realize, okay, this is God testing me. It may be the devil that has brought the test, but I know it's something by God, because let me tell you, you're going to be tested. Okay? You're going to be tested. That's life. How they say new levels, new devils? That's life. Anytime you're elevating, you have to know that the devil does not want to see you win. And it's nothing personal with him, but that is who everybody has a role to play. And that is his role. That is his role. And as much as we want to say, oh, the devil is bad, the devil is only doing what God will allow him to do. So if God will allow him to test us, then God knows it's in us to overcome this. But we have to know that. So that's why I tell people, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't think that you're losing. Even if you fall short on your lesson, that's okay. Learn from it, so that time, the next time that the test comes around, you're ready. It's okay. It's okay if you didn't get it right the first time. It's okay if you fall short sometime. But it's important. It is detrimental that you learn from that lesson, that you pull the knowledge that is needed. So the next time the test come around, you'll already see it before it come. You can say, devil. See, last time you got me. But I prayed about this one this time. I seeked God for myself this time. So I know what you're coming for. And you know what? I know how to defeat you. And this time I'm not going to be so hard on myself. And I'm not even going to be hard on you. But you got to flee. You got to get away from me. Because I know that in this storm, this too shall pass. It may not be sunshine and rainbows right now, but once the rain stops, I am promised sunshine and rainbows. Do you hear me? It is so detrimental to stop being so hard on yourself and really look at the bigger picture. You are doing amazing. Okay? You're doing great. You're still here. And even though you feel like you fell short, that's okay. Go again. Because that greatness is not around you, it's in you. That power, that strength you've been praying for is in you. So I tell you to just dig deep. Go within and go to God. Like, really talk to him. And if you feel like you're falling short in a situation, if you feel like you're weak, ask God to help you to build you up. God is waiting for us to ask for all things. You know, he's really waiting for us. When we feel like we're down and out, a lot of us we run to social media, we run to our friends, we run to everything but to God. And it's important to run to him so that way he can let us know what we need to do on our next steps, what we need to reevaluate in our life to move forward. So don't be so hard, okay? Like, I know the world has this big old just ball of what life is supposed to be and how life is supposed to go and what you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be married, when you're supposed to have a home, when you're supposed to have kids, when you're supposed to have this, that, and the other. But let me tell you something. Everything is done in God's timing. So just because you're 40 and you're not married yet, go easy on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You know what I mean? If that's something that you really long for and you pray for, then you have to learn to wait on God. See, we put ourselves in situations instead of seeking God first. So don't be so hard on yourself. Just know that this go around, you got to seek God. And he's going to provide all of your needs. He will do all of that. So there's no point in you going extra hard on yourself and being down, being depressed, being sad, feeling empty. And I can say these emotions because I felt all of these emotions before, but God, you know? So it's like, I'm not going to be so hard on myself this go around. If I fall short, I just pray to God that he helps me on the next go around, because no one's perfect and we all fall short. We all fall short of his glory, and that's okay. He knows us before we're even created in a womb. He knows. So he already has the things backed up and ready and set up in place to help us. But we have to stop being so hard on ourselves. And if we need help, seek help. If we need understanding, seek understanding. If we need patience, pray for patience. And when I say seek, I mean go to him. So I'm not going to hold you guys too long on this podcast tonight. I just want to tell y'all to be easy on the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you move. Don't be so hard on yourself. Understand that everything in life is a lesson. It's never a loss. Everything is a lesson. The tests come with lessons. It is important to take those lessons, to take what we learn from every lesson, build on it, you know, and that's what I mean when I say the stairway to success, the stairway to God, the stairway to happiness, the stairway to abundance, the stairway to like creating the life that we dream of is simply by taking every lesson brick by brick and building on it. Don't be so hard and feel like, oh, I'll never get it right. You will. If you do something repetitively over and over and over on repeat, eventually it's going to become natural. So don't give up on yourself. Okay? Take those lessons. And it's okay. If you fail 3 or 4 times, it's okay. By the 4th try, you should have every brick that you need to build. You get what I'm saying? So there's no point in being hard on yourself. I'm sending you guys love and light. I am signing out. But once again, don't be so hard on yourself. Everything is a lesson. Nothing is a loss. I love you guys so much. Y'all have a great, great evening. Be safe. You know, like, I'm just excited because my spirit gets so whammed up when I speak about the greatness of God and just what he's able to do. And sometimes we're so afraid of walking into our purpose. But listen, that is where you're going to find your peace. Okay? You're going to find your peace in your purpose. So y'all have a great day. If you need to reach me, you can reach me. I have a platform on TikTok. under Diana Lacole. That's at DIANNA Lacole, LACOLE. I also have an Instagram page, also under Diana Lacole. You can find my podcast on Spotify. You can find it on different platforms, Google Podcasts. I am still awaiting iHeartRadio and Apple, but hopefully I'll have that soon to announce that. And I also have a page on Facebook calling Healing with a Purpose. Yes, Healing with a Purpose. You guys have a great night. I'm sending y'all nothing but love and light. I'll talk to y'all soon. Good night.